teachers of the school. He lives by two mottos. He's never going to phone it in, and he's always going to give the students their money's worth. One of my earliest memories of Dale is when I first started working here about 7 years ago. We were talking, his phone lit up, he looked at it, it was a student emailing him with a question. He immediately excused himself from the conversation and said he had to respond. And I thought, oh, that's how it works here. The students come first, and he set the tone for me as a teacher. He has this incredible ability to be kind when he's telling you where you went wrong with the story, and his students notice. But he's not just a generous teacher, he's also a mentor to faculty. We bonded over our humble roots, and so he helped me navigate what can be an incredibly intimidating place. For the first year, he edited just about every email I sent to colleagues or the dean. I was so afraid of sounding stupid. In fact, he edited this. Just kidding. And aside from being a great teacher, of course, he's a Pulitzer Prize winning author. He's written so many books, even he lost count. I know this because I just texted him to ask him how many books he's written, and he wrote back, 15, I think. Dale isn't just my colleague, he's one of my best friends. Dale isn't retiring, he's just leaving Columbia. He has hundreds of former students and adopted students. They continue to email him. They write to him when they're in town, they go for drinks, they're telling them about their latest work, their latest accomplishments, and they're always going to consider Dale a teacher and a friend. And so will I.
I've been thinking a lot about what I'll miss most about not having Dale Maharich on the 8th floor come next year. Will it be his fashion sense? No, because I really don't share Dale's confidence about clashing in colors and patterns. Is it his growing tendency towards sloth? I mean, Dale is now down to 2 nonfiction books, a novel, and a podcast all at the same time, and it's hard watching him slack off like this. Maybe, though, it's this, knowing that I can walk down the hall and knock on his door and say, you got a second to hear an idea, knowing full well that not only will he invite me in and tell me to sit down, but within a couple of minutes we'll be talking about my ideas and his invariably even better ideas, and that it will remind me how much I'm going to miss having him around as a colleague and as a friend.
He is an amazingly dedicated teacher who just gives and gives and gives to his students. I'm going to now break a Columbia University rule. You're not supposed to talk about what happens inside the dossier in a tenure case. I believe he's the only tenured member of the Columbia faculty who had a referee letter in his file from Bruce Springsteen, which we asked for. I don't know how we got his address. We got an instant, eloquent, and very enthusiastic response, and I can completely see why.
Hello, Dale. It's now been 22 years since I took RW1 with you, and it feels weird to say this, but I can't think of anything before or since that has had a bigger influence on what happened next in my life than that one damn class. In 34 years, you've taught more than 1,700 students. You believed in many of us, present company included, before we believed in ourselves, and you showed us that journalism wasn't just a craft, but a way to be in love with the world, with humanity, and the experience of living, even when all of it breaks your heart. I think the influence of your teaching will outlast us all, and that's something I'm thankful for. Congratulations, and here's to the next chapter.
When I started